Rich get richer.
So Gyrocopter's always able to stay ahead. And thing is, they didn't even have XZ there. CDEC weren't really committing for a push at all. Force some rotations. Try and make the Lina come back. It just seems so unlikely that eHome are going to try and jump you, especially since they still don't have Echo Slam. Though it's coming up in 10 seconds, so maybe this next creep wave push, they'll be willing to stop this. But at the same time, their cores have already rotated out, so maybe not. CDEC. No, here comes the Lina. And their Razor is running over. Oh, never mind. Razor stops. He's going to push in middle. They give up on the tier 2.
It's still only a level 1 Echo Slam. Like, he hasn't gone a level or 2 since then. So I don't know if CDEC are worried about this. They get the tier 2 tower, and then I think they just back off and go for the next Roshan. And then from there, you can go push out that top. Like, they already have a ward set up for this. And eHome's just put in such a weird position where I think they might even go for a smoke of their own and try to contest the Roshan.
You got to upset the trajectory of this game. I mean, oh, Jesus. 12,000 gold lead for CDEC.
The experience is just as
dramatic, yeah.
Yeah, so CDEC finished the BKB up on the Gyrocopter. It's a fully completed one. He's got a ton of levels too. YJ just can't keep up when it comes to farming levels anymore. eHome do have a few glimmers of hope though. CTY's got an Aghanim Scepter picked up. The Earthshaker Echo Slam, you would like to see him at least level 11, but things can still change.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing is you have... I think it's even more important for you to have maxed out Aftershock than it is the second level of Echo Slam.
Yeah, just for... I mean, going from 0.6 to 1.5 overall as a stun is a lot easier to set up the next fissure. But CDEC are just going to farm out the Ancient stack. In a second, they'll see that Roshan is up and take it. I think eHome... I don't know if they can kill the Gyrocopter twice. If they don't... There's a Blink Dagger on XC2, so the counter initiation game is going to be so strong by them. There's a BKB on him as well, but it looks like they just want to push out that top tower and maybe create some pressure, and it doesn't look like they want to get aggressive on this Roshan pit area.
So instead, they push out the top lane. Lana gets some aggressive vision up. I'm just not sure how they're going to be able to go for pickoffs. I mean, maybe if Lina had a Shadow Blade or something to be able to get in there, but as you can see, like, CDEC are always going to have some sort of aggressive vision. I'm just not sure how the Lina can ever get into position up to that jungle without CDEC having some idea about it, right?
Yeah, they're going to go for this top tier 2 tower now if they want. The mid tier 3 hasn't been pressured at all. You might as well go for the safer objectives. And if you can fight them outside of your base, that's why you go for the tier 2s. Like, in the off chance that eHome decide to go for some sort of push, then maybe you can actually get something out of it.
And it's more golds before you go uphill.
Oh,
right?
Garter's actually wrapped up behind them, and I don't actually think they have a way to get out of this. RTK is going to get spotted.
Already RTK thrown up in the air. Lanham trying to make the TP out, but even that will not complete. Aggressive finishes off. Last bit of damage thanks to the Rocket Barrage. 7 to 15 now. CDEC just took Roshan. They just got an Aegis, and now well set up, as you said, to take that outer tower.
And it's looking more and more likely that EG is going to finish at the top of their group, as CDEC is well ahead in this game. They're even going to go for the smoke here. They might even just go for CTY and say, if you're going to go for the split push, we're just going to kill you really fast. Garter's already got the Ion Shell on him. CTY is going to move down to the jungle, but he has no idea that this is coming. He assumes that they're behind them at top, and CTY has no Blink Dagger or anything to get out of this, and they're going to kill him for free.
Yep, absolutely. They even pop the Sonic Wave just to ensure there's no Laguna Blade or anything. Of course, with the Aghanims on Queen of Pain, doesn't matter too much. That tier 2 does fall to Aggressive by himself. And now, he's like, let's go, guys. Time to go uphill.
Here's the move.
Still has that Aegis. He's got 3,300 gold on top of that. Alpha Wolf waking him up.
He's dreaming of the Lion King right now.
Well, now he's not dreaming at all.
That's really depressing, man.
Maybe.
That's just what happened in the Lion King. Razor used his plasma field and King killed Scar.
Oh, boy.
Alright, so now he's turned a range creep. So they're going to push this tower. They know the Lina's dead. If you force a buyback, great, but...
Walrus Punch. YJ's actually trapped in a really bad position. The vacuum actually put him over that Ice Shard, so YJ will get away because of that one. That was awkward. A pull back into the call down seemed like a guaranteed kill, but slightly mispositioned vacuum from XE.
Are they going to back off of
this?
I
mean, they don't have any ultimates that they really rely on too heavily, right? Yeah. I mean, the wall is good. I mean, maybe you wait on cooldown, I would say.
The wall's it's just bonus.
Yeah, it's just bonus at this point. Like, late game, yes, you shouldn't fight without the wall. But
it's so hard for them to go high ground against eHome's lineup, though. CTY can just infinitely spam.
Garter trying to go for CTY. He's got the familiars following him up. Fiend Scrape in the background, but a good vacuum will stop that one. CTY throws out the Laguna Blade to finish him off, and Yule Scepter actually dodges that Sonic Wave. There's still the missile coming in. Shiki makes the commitment for that kill. CTY will be hit by the missile in the end, but Shiki still can't go for it. Instead, maybe going to target YJ. No, he goes for CTY. He really wants this kill, but the Shallow Grave is there, and now he dies instead. Aggressive to aggressive. He's diving all the way into the fountain here is Lanham. He's going to be able to control some of these heroes. If there's buybacks, I think C-Taker just overcommitted. He turns for Lanham, trying to finish him up. Will be able to get that kill. RTK, sleep up. Lanham's actually getting way now aggressive. He's just turning and fighting wherever he can, but the heals are up. Nobody's going to die here. C-Deck. Too far in. There's no other way to say it.
All right. So eHome managed to turn that around. I mean, C-Deck went so far into their base, there wasn't even an objective at play here.
No.
The Queen of Pain runs over here, the Gyrocopter runs all the way down here. They're just so far out of position, nowhere for them to really respond to. And, I mean, eHome, that's what I said, it's so hard to break their high ground. They don't have the best damage-dealing cores onto towers. Like, they don't have a Deso, they don't have an Assault Cuirass, their Queen of Pain doesn't have a Necro 3 or anything like that. He's opted to go for the Aghanim Scepter, so his right-click damage isn't that great. Same with the Gyrocopter. Very stats-heavy build. And their supports aren't the best at it either. And so eHome, they just fissure, throw out the Dragon Slave. And eventually C-Deck just got impatient and said, we have an Aegis, why not just go for it? Even if the Queen of Pain kills the Lina there, I think Shiki dies.
Yeah.
10 times out of 10. And
I mean, he blinked into like 2 or 3 radius.
Completely YOLO'd in for that kill, but he didn't even know if the Grave was up or not. That was just him hoping. Oh, so much of a swing. And they lost a gem. If we just take a look at the net worth chart, it was at 15k, which is really significant, and now like 10k is doable from here with their lineup. BKB
C-Deck have just basically probably drawn out the game for another 10-15 minutes because of that. Like, the important thing, if you don't have good high ground, right, is all your high ground pushes rely quite heavily on Aegis, right? You don't have natural high ground pushing abilities, and the enemy team has good defense. You just got to play around that extra life and slowly, carefully siege it down.
Yeah,
but
it's hard to siege it down, though, because eHome just spams.
Yeah.
They have so many long-distance abilities. They've got the Plasma Field, the Earthshaker Fissure. CTY can just non-stop use Dragon Slave. It's such a long radius with such a short cooldown, and makes it difficult for them to breach. But it looks like they want to go for maybe a smoke here. They have one available. They have the BKB completed on YJ and the level 16 Aghanim Scepter on the Lina, but there's no reason not to wait for CTY's BKB. It's nearly completed. I think that's what eHome is actually waiting for. That's the signal.
He only needs a couple more camps.
He's going to sell.
Yeah, he's going to sell the Magic Wand, Bond. Yeah, sells the bottle.
That was weird. He didn't have enough
weird.
for a second.
Yeah. BKB up. And they see probably where C-Deck are at. I mean, they've got Aggressive at the bottom lane. It's very unlikely C-Deck are doing another like 4-man smoke play and leaving Aggressive alone at bottom because he doesn't have the Aegis. It's too risky to leave him alone.
Yeah, no, Aggressive is now starting to build towards that butterfly. You realize they need a little bit more damage to be able to go high ground. And eHome are grouped up right now, but they don't have YJ who's tailing them. Has a plate mail. This is the Shivas now. And this is a 4-man smoke by eHome. They're going to show their Razor at bottom and hope that C-Deck actually split up. And I think that if
Shiki, he's going to be Echo Slam. They get the chain stun. Laguna Blade. Now they're instantly trying to get out. The snowball save was almost there from Garter.
They don't have vision of him.
Yeah, RTK is actually getting away. Blink Dagger up in 2 seconds. Never mind. Ion Shell. He gets close enough, and ROTK will not be making it out. Still, though, very favorable trade for eHome. They got a kill on the Queen of Pain.
Definitely. They didn't trade anything more than that. ROTK's net worth is not worth nearly as much as the Queen of Pain's. Take that trade every time, and it just slows down the game even more and frustrates C-Deck. And C-Deck is now in a position where they have to wait for the Aegis cheese. And maybe Ehome can even engage them outside of the base now.
Aggressive isn't, I don't think he's too upset. He just farmed out the Radiant Ancient camp. I'm not sure why it was stacked. For who exactly on the side of Ehome, but Aggressive takes it anyway. Butterfly gets all the closer. Q, his Aghanims is not going to be here anytime soon, just as the point booster for now. Desolator almost finished up on the Tusk.
Yeah, Butterfly is completed on the Gyrocopter, and Roshan's going to be up in just 2 short minutes. That doesn't leave C-Deck with a lot of time to farm, because Q doesn't have the Aghanim Scepter, and 2 minutes won't make a difference for him. But who will it make a difference for? The Earthshaker doesn't have much, the Bane could get a Glimmer Cape, Lina could farm out a buyback. That's probably the most significant. The Lina can get a buyback.
Both teams do have a smoke, and it's pretty traditional, right? As it comes around to the potential spawn time of Roshan, that teams are going to look for a smoke pickoff just to give them the advantage. Roshan's just too important of an objective. So there's the first one. Q brings a smoke, or he's bringing one to himself now. Lotus Orb is coming in for XZ.
Okay, that can make a difference.
Yeah.
If you can put that on the Queen of Pain when she blinks in, and then the Lina would just womp.
Also help for some of your high ground pushes, just putting out the Gyrocopter and letting him sit in the front lines.
The Roshan's going to be the huge thing for
certainly
C-Deck. One more fight like that, though, and the net worth could even out. If you just get stomped in a 5-for-1 or whatever that was. Did they even lose a hero, actually? Oh, they lost Lanem, right? That was it?
Yeah. They lost Lanem.